is the 3 p.m. Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
This is Brighter Than the Sun by Colby Calais.
Welcome to the end of the year. I'm just being over dramatic. But it is our last show for the year. This is the 3 p.m. Takeover with Hope and Victoria and a special guest coming up later today. Ooh.
I love guests. I'm excited.
So you guys have to stick around for that because it's definitely an excellent guest.
Especially if you like animals.
Definitely. It's a good way to end our year, I think. I'm very excited for this one. But yeah, it's last show for the year. I can't believe it's the end of 2016. I remember when it started and I was like, a whole year ahead.
I know.
I'm so old, Hope. Everything's coming fast.
It's like, I think it was this time last year on the show we were talking about how the older you get, the quicker the years go.
I think I the scientific reason.
And then we found out that it is true scientifically.
So everyone who feels like this year's gone really quick, don't worry. It's like scientifically okay for that to happen. It's
Mine's
normal.
slowed down a bit this year. I must be getting younger.
Oh, sorry.
It's not been that.
Sorry, Benjamin Button. The rest of us are aging.
But anyway, okay.
But what's coming up in 2017 is... I'm a bit nervous about 2017. I don't know why.
Well, if it helps, I can tell you what's going to happen in your 2017.
Please do. I think 2017 is just a very imposing number. I think because I still feel like it's 2015 every now and then. I forget it's 2016.
I don't like the number 7.
So suddenly it's 2017. Oh, because isn't 7 usually a lucky number?
Yeah, I don't like it.
How unconventional of you.
I'm a bit OCD. I don't like anything odd, especially 7.
But your birthday's on an odd day.
Quiet.
On an odd month.
Doesn't matter.
On an even year, so that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. It's slightly bit better. Okay. So what's cool about us is we are the same star sign.
Oh yeah, let's high five on air. I think they heard that.
Oh,
of course they did. It was great.
So we are both Pisces. We're like the two little fish in the...
Oh, we're one fish each.
Not the logo, the symbol.
The logo.
In the symbol for Pisces. So I have a little bit of a futuristic astrology thing for if you're a Pisces. So
what's
do you want to
coming
hear?
for me? Yes, please.
Okay.
So if it's bad, in which case just don't tell me.
No. So at work, you're going to put in a lot of hard work next year.
No different to this year. Continue.
Lots of effort and lots of activities. And work is actually going to go well. You're going to have a lot of luck in that area.
Ooh.
And it says opportunities from foreign sources. That could be to do with you potentially going overseas.
Oh, that's a good thing. I wonder if they just put that in everyone's. Like, meet someone who says something nice about you and then you hear them say the exact same nice thing to everyone. I hope this astrology thing you got from isn't just like nice to all the star signs.
And then this says...
Are they cheating on us with his predictions?
It says, don't let opportunities slip away, work-wise.
Okay.
Love, it says love life is going to be full of surprises. It's a positive year for marriages and new relationships.
I'm not thinking of marriage. I think
but
I've got
you could be thinking of a new
that.
relationship. So that's a good thing.
True.
The first half of the year specifically will bring those opportunities.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, the downside is health. It says health will suffer a setback in the second half of the year.
Do you know why? Because I've been working hard at work.
What's the thing?
Run myself into the ground, burn out. Which I feel like has happened this year. The weeks finishing work, I've just been so busy because Christmas gets so busy and then finishing up at work, all the deadlines were kind of pushed around the 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. I'm just like so ready to just like nap.
Well, work's going to be good, but only until September. And then you're going to have worries until the end of the year.
Oh no.
But then smooth sailing through the new year next year.
Oh, good.
So you're going to have like a bit of a down patch at probably the exact point that you just said that you don't want one.
Oh no.
But it's going to come true again.
Oh,
you're going to be fine. I was stressed finishing work.
Saving so I could like take care of myself during that period.
I was stressed finishing work this year as well because I was left to organise the office Secret Santa and people were like pulling out 2 or 3 days before.
Oh my gosh.
But then
their
presents had already been bought for them and then I had to like remix people. It was so confusing.
This is why for Secret Santa, you always buy a generic present. Even if you get someone... I guess if you really, really know them and you know they're not going to drop out. But otherwise, just buy a generic present because that way the person's going to like it or they can like re-gift it.
Here's my thing
when
though.
People go specific, it's like, what were you thinking? Have you never done a Secret Santa before?
What is the generic present for someone male? Because when it's a woman, I feel like you can just get them
a candle
or like some sort of hand cream or something. But what is the thing for men?
I would still give a candle to a male. They still have an area that they can burn it in.
That sounds a bit scary. Pyrotechnic.
No, like...
There's somewhere they can burn it, never mind.
It's not like... Okay, there are certain products that are much more feminine targeted because I guess women would have it like, I don't know, accessories or necklaces or stuff. Like men don't generally wear that.
True.
But like everyone lives in a room, so therefore they can use a candle.
This is true. My partner likes candles.
See? I'm right.
You're right.
Deal with it.
Okay, you're right. Anyway, stick around. We're going to be back straight after this. Don't go away. This is an Adele song, which is a little bit old. It's a little bit of a throwback, but it's really, really cool. So stick around. Coming up right after this, we have our special guest. You're listening to The Takeover. Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover. That was Adele, Right as Rain, with some clapping at the end. So everyone loves it.
Was it a live performance?
Clearly.
Does that mean?
I don't know. I think it was just one of those ones where they add clapping to make it look better.
Oh, how awkward.
I don't know.
But there is, like, Right as Rain, Adele is always the right choice of music.
She is.
I do love her.
But moving on.
Yes. Look, guys, if you haven't noticed, it's been a little warm lately because, look, we're coming into summer. And we have a very, very, very special guest who's come in who we're going to have a much longer convo with later. But at the moment, she's got some tips on how to keep our pets cool. We have the lovely Jac Tarrant, who is going to introduce herself so you can actually hear what she sounds like rather than just me prattling on.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How you going?
Good.
Thanks for coming on.
No, so happy to be here.
Do you like Adele?
I love Adele, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Everything's
go.
lining up.
Who doesn't love Adele?
People
It's
who are
true.
wrong.
People who are wrong.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So, Victoria, you have a pet.
I do. I've got a pet dog and he's very, very fluffy. So I need to know how to keep him cool. I know that, like, make sure there's water in his bowl and, like, he's an inside dog for most of the day. So we usually, on the really hot days, keep, like, the blinds more shut so there's a lot more shade. He's, like, hairy as. You can attest to how hairy my dog is. Both of you have met him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not taking your dog out in the heat of the day is so important. I see some people walking their dogs in the middle of the day and it's like 40 degrees and I'm thinking...
And they're wearing, like, tiny shorts and a shirt and the dog's like, I'm in a fur coat.
Exactly. The dog can't take its fur
Yeah.
coat off. So it is really important to only walk your dog in the early hours of the morning or in the late evening when it's much cooler.
So, kind of like how you put, like, with plants, like how you
I
water
was
them.
about to say, like,
So, when you water your plants, you can walk your dog.
like the summer drought rules, like only water outside these hours.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, that's easy to remember then.
Yeah.
Good.
The other thing that's important to know is the dogs sweat from their paws.
Oh, really? I
yeah.
thought it was the whole panting thing.
So dogs pant to keep themselves cool, but the only place they have sweat glands is actually on their paws.
Oh.
So keeping your dog's paws cool, you know, whether like a shallow tray of ice cold water for them to sort of stand in or
Cute.
splash around in a little bit, can really help to keep them cool.
That would be hard because if your feet are normally on the ground.
And the ground's usually very hot.
The heat can't come out, right?
Yeah. It's being blocked.
Our heat goes out through our head, but that's fine because our head's like not on the ground. Oh, sad now.
Hope's just going to be leaving dishes of water everywhere now for dogs. One for feet, one for mouth.
Another really important thing is that to do with the paws again is obviously when we go out for a walk we're wearing shoes and dogs don't wear shoes.
Should we be buying shoes for our dog?
No, you don't have to buy shoes for your dogs.
Oh, I want to get matching tiny joggers for my dog.
But just bear in mind that the ground is probably very hot and you're not noticing because you're wearing shoes. So walking your dog on grass as opposed to the black road is really important. Because dogs' paws can get really blistered and burnt.
I can only,
without you even
if I've ever
realising.
walked to my car in bare feet and ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing that for like an entire 20-minute walk? That would suck.
Exactly, yeah.
And you find like the bits where a car's been like standing in the shade, you like hop between them. Do you ever do that?
I do that. Oh. Is there any kind of food you can give your dog to keep it cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Like frozen ice blocks are so good. Yeah. You can put like broth, I guess.
Like
stock.
like a stock?
Yeah, like stock into little icy pole molds, and you can stick all sorts of things in there, like carrot or chicken feet. That's a bit gross.
I guess whatever your dog
Perfect.
likes.
That's what I love in my ice block.
One for me, one for the dog. Because I've heard you could put like apple as well.
Apple, yeah. Basically
they're nice and
anything,
cool, yeah.
anything you want that's not toxic to the dog, obviously, and put it in a little ice block mold, and then you can take it out and give it to them.
Just make sure you don't accidentally grab one for yourself, because that would be like, whoa. That would be so bad.
Label it dog.
Yeah.
So then they just lick that and then it helps them keep cool.
Yeah.
That's so cute. You can have like an ice creamy dog and have an icy pole as well.
Do you give your dogs ice blocks?
We sometimes put ice cubes in his water bowl.
Yeah.
Which he then like licks it and chases it around the bowl.
Yeah.
And he like can't grab it because it's like slippery. It's always very funny to watch.
I shared a Zupa Duper with my friend's dog the other day.
Cute. What flavour?
Lemon.
Nice. Chicken broth.
Anyway.
Super Duper's brought out a whole new range.
Any final tips?
With long-haired dogs, often you might see people have clipped their like huskies or German shepherds. That's actually a terrible idea.
Really?
Yeah, their long hair is actually the double coat keeps the insulation in,
Oh,
and it
wow.
it traps the cool air, so it actually
Ooh.
works to keep them cooler. So shaving it off is a terrible idea.
We've never shaved our dog. I'm scared to know what he'd look like with shaved hair. But
That'd be weird.
do dogs they must not get like how to stay cool because it'll be really, really hot and my dog will get on the couch and sit next to me and then start panting. I'm like, bro, just sit not against me. And I like move and he'll come sit back. I'm like, I love you. But like every time he'll sit next to me and just go, and I'm like, I get you're
not helping
overheating
yourself.
because you've got body heat next to you. Stop it. He just doesn't get it.
No,
I'll have to give him an icy pole in a
Yeah.
different room.
Yeah, my little dog will sleep under the covers with me in the summer.
Oh my gosh.
It's really hot. I'm like, Ruby, move over.
I love you, but no.
We are going to head into our next song. And then when we get back, we are going to talk to Jac a little bit more about the work that she does with dogs. So make sure that you do not miss that. We're going to be back right after this. This is Natasha Bedingfield on The Takeover.
Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover. That was a little bit of Natasha Bedingfield. That song it's from a movie and I can't pick it and I'm going to be distracted this entire segment.
I'm pretty sure you were right. It is 27 Dresses.
Is it?
I think so.
Can someone please
Find out and tell us.
Find out and tell us, please, because it's going to annoy me. But look, steering away from that, more importantly, our special guest, Jac, is still with us. So if you guys missed the last segment, how dare you, where were you? But it's okay, because Jac's still with us. So she gave us some tips on how to keep our pets cool over the summer. And now we are going to chat with her about her work, because you do some really interesting work. Do you want to, like, introduce yourself and your, like, job title-y, what you do? Because I feel like if I try and do it, I'm just going to use all the wrong words, and it's going to, I don't know, sound like you just
like me before when I called a vet a dog fixer.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what's going to happen.
We don't want that again.
Yeah.
So I am a canine behavioural instructor.
See, those are not the words I was going to use.
Which is, yeah, just a really fancy way of saying that I train dogs and work with behavioural issues. Things like aggression, separation anxiety, reactivity.
How long have you been doing that now?
I've been a behavioural instructor for about a year.
Okay.
And prior to that, I did dog training for a couple of years as well.
I feel like you've always been naturally good at dog training. Because I remember when you got your dog and it was before you'd studied all that kind of stuff and
Yeah.
and I was like, maybe your dog is just really easy to train. And I see the other dogs like, no, Jac is just like really amazing with dogs. So I'm glad that you sort of found a career in that as well as enjoying it as like a passion, hobby. I don't know what the phrase would
honestly,
be.
I feel so blessed that I get to do this as a job. Like, it's the most incredible thing. I love my job. I love working with dogs, and I get to do it every day.
That's perfect.
cool.
That's what you want in a job, right?
Yeah. What's that old saying where it's like, if you love what you do, it's not
It's not
work or
work,
something?
yeah.
You're like, you'll never work another day or something.
Yeah. That's, yes, that
I don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
I can't remember the first bit.
Between us, we have a proverb there somewhere. That's great. With our powers combined. So, but you, where did you study? Because I know that you studied in England, but was that just for the behavioural stuff, not the dog training part? Or how did that work?
Yeah, that was for both. So I did study in England at the International Animal Behaviour Training College.
Okay. Sorry. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really incredible. I had a lot of fun. I actually took my little dog Ruby with me to England.
Jet setting dog. Love it.
So-
So that was animals, not just dogs. So you trained other animals as well?
Yes, so I am actually qualified as an animal trainer as well. So I worked with horses, chickens, a pig.
Hang on, chickens.
Yeah,
You can train chickens.
absolutely. Chickens are so...
Egg now. I'm assuming not that kind of training.
Not that kind of training. But chickens are extremely intelligent animals,
Wow.
actually. Yeah.
They don't look it.
Well...
I feel mean to say that. They're adorable and fluffy, but yeah. Is there an animal you haven't trained that you really want to train? Like, you're like, let's bring out the elephants.
Yes, actually, it's funny you
Really?
mentioned elephant. I would love to train an elephant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, or seals. I would really enjoy training a seal.
I feel like a seal would be really fun.
I've never seen a badly behaved elephant. Just going to say, like, do they need training?
Have you
pretty
not
good.
seen Water for Elephants?
That's true. That's true. Because they seem pretty nice always.
I feel like that they're naturally very placid, nice creatures.
Yeah.
My
Hope you
favorite thing
lions.
is when they hold trunk and tail like hands.
No, they walk. Yes,
yeah.
adorable.
So happy.
Yes, good pick.
Anyway.
Good favorite elephant moment pick.
Back to our guest and away from me.
Is there an animal that you were like would never want to go near to train?
No, not at all, actually. There's not any animal that I don't like. I'd love to have a shot at working with any type of animal, really.
Cool.
It's all a good experience.
Well, in the studio today, we have a wide variety of animals for you to train.
We have none, luckily.
No, we don't. Hope would very much not be here if we had a wide variety of animals in this room.
I wouldn't be. Can you train animals, like water animals? I suppose we said seal, didn't we?
Yeah, well, even fish. Fish have been trained
Wow.
to play soccer. Goldfish.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
I am looking
thought
that up.
they only
when I
had-
get
You have
home.
to look it up. It is incredible.
Don't
2
they
goldfish.
only have 3-second memories?
No,
No,
it's
that's
been
a myth.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
been disproven.
Yeah.
An animal trainer trained 2 goldfish to play soccer against each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have a friend who has a goldfish and it recognizes her face.
Yeah.
It doesn't recognize anyone else's. It doesn't, like, you can walk up to the bowl and it won't care, but she gets up and it like swims towards her.
Exactly.
Very lovingly.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it obviously
we
remembers
don't
her.
give animals enough credit for how intelligent they are.
Maybe it's the giant eyes. They look a bit dopey. Bless. But you don't only do animal behavioural and canine. I can't remember the other word.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You don't just do animal training as well, because you work with deaf dogs as well, don't you?
I do work with deaf dogs. I'm the New South Wales coordinator for Hear No Evil Australian Deaf Dog Rescue.
Do you enjoy that? Because I know it's stressful.
It is extremely stressful, but I love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
We work around the country. We're an Australian-wide rescue, which means we have coordinators in most states.
Who's missing? I'm looking at you, Northern Territory.
Yeah, Northern Territory, Western Australia.
The 2 really big ones. Cool.
And we basically rescue abandoned, neglected and abused deaf dogs, work with them and make them adoptable, and then we rehome them.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I used to have a deaf dog, actually.
So do you train them as well? Is that sort of part of your role, is helping train them?
Yes.
Or do all the coordinators train?
Not all the coordinators train. So for me, I will give training advice to people who aren't in my state.
Oh, okay,
And
nice.
anybody that is in my state, I will, go actually in person and give training help.
cool.
Yeah, to help them become more adoptable.
With training a deaf dog, is it like when you work with deaf humans, you just have to work with the other senses more?
Like hand signals
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
stuff?
It is just literally using hand signals instead of verbal cues. And recently they did a study on whether or not dogs responded better to hand signals or visual cues. And even dogs that can hear responded far better to hand signals anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so deaf dogs are actually easier to train.
And they can like speak another language. Like I know a few words in, I think it must be American Sign Language.
Yeah.
And like they would never be helpful ever in my entire life. They're like the word wilderness and helicopter. Like never going to be helpful.
They do go
And I'd be
together.
like, thank goodness
If
there's a
you've been
deaf dog with me. Yeah, true. But is it hard to get the dog's attention? Because I know my dog doesn't always, he's not in the room or he's not facing me and I have to call out his name and he'll come or whistle. What do you do when the dog's like not looking at you? He'd be like, hey, 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 like waving your arms around to try and get their attention.
Deaf dogs are not for the lazy man.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You have to get up and go and tap your dog to get their attention. Absolutely. But you can train them to check in with you often. So if you
Wow.
Okay.
yeah, if you reward them every time they just happen to check in with you, you'll find that they start doing it quite often.
Until there's no more treats.
Until
They're like,
there's-
screw this guy. He can come to me. No. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to be a stupid question, but is there like only certain sizes or types of dogs that can be deaf? Because I know that like bigger dogs will often have certain medical issues and then like small dogs will have like back issues. Is it like more of a medical thing that stays with it, or is it just kind of luck of the draw in a sense?
A lot of breeds are prone to it. So there are certain breeds that are prone to it. Things like cattle dogs, bull terriers, Dalmatians, bull Arabs, American Staffies. And what it is that if there's no pigment in the inner ear, what happens is the nerve hairs die off, which you need to hear. So those dogs will just never hear.
So will they be born with hearing and it will sort of decrease, or they'll just be
No,
born?
they're just,
Oh, wow.
So at around about 2 weeks old, when other puppies' ears are opening and actually start to hear, their nerve hairs die off, so they never hear.
I'm assuming the actual shape of the ear makes no difference.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, my dog has really big ears. He must hear really well. Probably not the case.
Well, yes, your dog might hear better than a dog with floppy ears because his ears are
Radar
open.
dishes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But dogs with pointy ears can also be deaf. Like cattle dogs have pointy ears and they're prone to deafness.
True. Oh, there you go. And I saw on your social media the other day, which we will link on our Facebook page for everyone to follow, you got to hang out with some tiny puppies the other day, helping Cairn Terriers, were they?
Yes.
2 week olds?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Is that like the perk of the job being like, I get to train a little puppy because they're like so little and fluffy?
Yeah, I do love training puppies. It is probably the best part of my job.
Is it easier or harder than training a dog that's a bit older?
It depends what you're working with. The thing about puppies is it's a clean slate.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm working with any behavioural issues. It's more just basic training.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's easier. But also, people don't realise when you get a puppy, there's actually so much that you have to do in such a short space of time because they're in their critical period, and it can be extremely overwhelming for a lot of owners.
A friend I know got a puppy a couple months ago, and everyone was like, oh, it's so cute. And I was like, it's adorable, but I ain't doing a puppy again for a while. Because I love my dog to pieces, but the puppy stage was adorable, but so hard. Like, you just have to keep reteaching things and reinforcing
toddlers, I
things.
suppose.
It is, yeah. It's a 24-hour job, really.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except you can kind of like leave the room and they like...
And that's okay.
Yeah.
They probably
So they're better than people.
Before we finish up, I have like 2 quick questions for you.
Yeah.
The first one is, I remember that you tried to break the Guinness Book of Records for walking the most dogs.
Yeah.
Would you ever do that again?
And
And how many dogs do you need to break the record?
I think you need... the last record holder did 35.
Wow.
And I tried to walk 40, and I got to 26.
Close.
Close, sort of.
Close.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever try again.
You should try it again.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
so
I'm
funny.
trying
I
it
feel
again.
like I remember hearing about this, but I remember hearing about it like when you were doing it, and I was like, oh, I have a dog. I could have contributed. Like,
Yeah.
so
unhelpful.
you can definitely borrow Diesel if you need to
Thank
walk him in
you.
future.
Thank
so
you.
just make sure he
Yeah.
doesn't get trampled because he's very little.
Yeah, he is very little. Yeah, there were a lot of big dogs that day.
Last question. What is your very favourite thing about dogs? What makes them the best animal ever? Oh. So I know that you think that.
So many things. Oh.
It's hard to pick. People say that it's mostly their intelligence, I would think.
For me, it's not their intelligence. It's, I honestly cannot even, just everything. Everything. They're so
Just
cuddly.
everything.
Everything about dogs.
They're so cuddly and they're so intuitive into our emotions and our movements. They're so intuitive into that. And I think that's what I really love about them. Like Ruby knows what I'm thinking before I know I'm thinking it. That's my little book.
She's getting too powerful.
She's going to take over.
Rein her in.
We will be back after this. Thank you so much for chatting
you for
with us,
having me.
Jackie. I hope that you enjoyed your radio experience.
I did.
Like I said, we're going to link all your social medias and all your organizations on our page. You guys can check her out. She has some amazing videos of like skateboarding dogs.
Yeah.
Like I can't skateboard. It's not fair that dogs should be able to skateboard. I feel so underqualified.
We'll have to get you back later in the year for tips for keeping your pets warm.
Yes.
Absolutely,
When it gets to winter.
When it gets to winter.
Or actually the opposite.
How seasonal. We'll catch you guys after this.
Welcome back. That was Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. Totally a massive flashback, but I love
Classic.
that song. So
Classic hit.
it is a classic hit. And I wanted to play it because like it's the end of the year and I always get nostalgic at the end of the year.
Aww.
So that's kind of pretty much why. But anyway, because it is the end of the year, we only have 3 days until New Year, which is so crazy. But on New Year's Eve, if you don't have any plans, we got you sorted.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be hanging out with us because we're not going to be at the studio because it's not going to be a Wednesday. But we have found some of the best events going on around the beaches for you guys to get to. If you are like, I want to be out and about, socializing, ringing in the new year. I can't think of anything more dorky to say. So please cut me off.
I always ring in New Year on the beaches. Pretty much every year of my life has been at Manly for New Year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like on
Nice.
like not like the
The 9 p.m. fireworks?
yeah
Yeah.
but like the nice family side with the bongo drums.
Yes.
not like the posh people drinking in the middle. It'd be like the family picnic rugs type.
How specific.
Yeah, that was that kind of New Year. But I like it. But anyway, so we're going to start with the North. Okay, so if you're a North Beaches person, listen up. If you are in Bayview, there's going to be New Year's Eve fireworks at 9 p.m. at Roland Reserve. So you can bring your picnic blanket and it's going to be cool. Alcohol is actually provided.
Oh,
So
is
that's a
there a
good thing.
cost?
There's not. Like I assume you have to like buy it, but there'll be alcohol there
Oh, that's
at the
good.
park. Yeah, so it's organised by the Newport Arms.
Nice.
So that's a good thing. And then in Mona Vale, there's going to be entertainment at Pittwater RSL. Doors open at 7. There will be finger food and the band So What is performing. And there's going to be cheese platters, which
Ooh.
I would go to that.
Nice.
And that's $30 for members, $35 for non-members. So good
Eat as
deal
much
there.
cheese as you want.
I know, right?
$35 with the cheese.
Unlimited cheese. At Newport Arms will be hosting a beer garden parties.
Oh.
So there's going to be
These
fireworks.
are very fancy events. All the
DJs.
all the New Year's things I go to are let's go to someone's house. The fireworks is on TV and we're all sitting, chatting, and drinking. These are really nice and fancy.
I know.
Maybe I should step up my New Year's game this year. Only have 3 days left, but these are some good options.
I know, you have to tell me what you're going to do after this one. Okay, so at DY, which is sort of the middle of the beaches, there are going to be fireworks at DY Beach starting at 9 o'clock, and families can come down and all the restaurants along the front there are open. You can have dinner.
Wow.
And DY's great. There's so much room to walk around, set up a picnic rug
nice
on the
area.
headland up there by the
You can
playground.
play table tennis by firework.
You can. By firework light. Yeah. And then Collaroy Hotel, you can also head there for New Year's Eve. There's going to be a party. It's going to be a bit of a disco.
Ooh.
Normal thing. Ticketed event, so booking's essential. And you can find that at collaroyhotel.com.
Oh, that's exciting. So that was the north. I'm going to tell you guys about the south.
South side. That's where you live.
Southside, yeah, it is. So we're starting in Manly. Manly Council with some of the Manly Cove businesses are putting on a night of fun, family, and fireworks for New Year's Eve. That sounds fun. I feel like my south side is trying to trump your north side. So there'll be entertainment from 5:30, roving around, and then fireworks in Manly Cove at 9 p.m, which is a classic family fireworks spot, I think. I know
Yeah.
I've gone there a number of years for fireworks.
cool.
So it's an alcohol and smoke-free event. But
Boo.
you can bring a picnic blanket with you can bring your own cheese platter.
Yeah, all right.
And there's
cheaper.
going to be heaps of fun. And so that is, the viewing activities are from East and West Esplanade. If you want more details, go to the council website. And that's the old Manly Council website because now they're all one council.
Yeah, you'll get redirected.
Yes, you
to
will.
The
Don't
Northern
worry.
Beaches Council website.
So the Freshwater has Harbour Diggers are going to be putting on a New Year's Eve event from 8:30
They always
onwards.
do.
They
That's good
do.
there.
They do. I feel like for as long as I can remember, there's always something on at Harbour Diggers for New Year's.
I used to go there for Christmas.
Oh, really?
Christmas lunch sometimes when I was little.
Oh, that's cute.
It was really good
Was it
in the
good
old
lunch?
days.
Oh, what? It's not anymore?
Well, I don't know. I've not
haven't been?
so
Okay.
I couldn't say.
There's going to be a band, Rock Solid. They'll be performing and there'll be fireworks shown on the big screen. Check out their website if you want more details. And then back to Manly because
It's
classic
always
Manly.
all
It
about
is.
Manly, isn't it?
Manly Wharf Hotel is hosting its legendary DJ Grandmaster Flash as part of its New Year's Eve celebration.
What's that? That sounds great.
I don't know. I've never gone to that.
Flash.
I've gone to the outdoor fireworks at 9 p.m, but I don't think I've ever gone into Manly Wharf Hotel. But so there's going to be a couple of DJs and other support bands there. It's a ticketed event, so go to their website to find out more. And then from 9 p.m, you can go at the front of the venue and watch the fireworks live because they're in Manly, which is cool. And then over in DY, again, back on the south side, if you want to go to DY RSL, they're having a Sounds of the 70s event. It's ticketed, $49 per person, but it includes drink and a shared cheese platter on arrival.
Oh my God, it's all
the
about cheese platters.
2016, the year of cheese platters, guys. And then you get a late night snack as well later on. Bookings are essential. Find it on their website and doors open from 8:30. And then finally, Balgala RSL is holding a tribute to Woodstock event. It's a ticketed event. Doors
That's so
open
niche.
at 7. I know.
Cool though.
It'd be good though. So doors open at 7. There'll be welcoming drink, 2-course dinner with tea and coffee, and then you get to see the show as well, which is great. Tickets are $55 for members and $65 for guests. Don't forget to book. And that is the wrap up of the year and the Northern Beaches New Year's events. Let us know if you go to any of those. I'm interested to see. We get like a pool and find out what the best one was.
Is it going to be north side or south side?
Yeah, we'll have
That's your question.
how very
That's what you want to know.
Yeah, that's all the events for the Northern Beaches. Let us know which ones you like, which ones you have gone to, what your favorite cheese on the cheese platter is, because apparently it's a theme. And we'll catch you after this for the end of the show.
Welcome back. That was Rihanna, Love on the Brain. That's a really cool song.
It's a very Rihanna song.
That they're the best kind of songs where the artist just doesn't sound like themselves. Like they do something
but
different.
still nails it. Mm-hmm. That was a good song.
I love Rihanna. I feel like people don't. I still do.
I have seen from a distance her house in Barbados.
What?
I know. We're on like
When were you in Barbados?
when I went on that cruise to
Oh,
the Caribbean, one of
fun.
our ports was Barbados, and we got to get
that's
off.
right.
And
We were
on-
cruising the Caribbean at the same time
Yeah.
at different parts.
and different
I remember.
ships.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously. And from the small boat we were on, the tour guides were like, "See that big, beautiful house?" We're like, "Yeah." They're like, "That's Rihanna's new house. She just bought it." And all of a sudden, ship, we're like, "Whoa!"
I forget that she's from Barbados.
I also saw a turtle there. I enjoy Barbados. I have good memories of Barbados.
All right. Well, Barbados definitely brings me to thinking about summer.
Yes.
So we're going to do the same thing over January as we did last year. So we are heading into, I guess, kind of like our
Sizzling
break.
summer sessions.
Yes, our sizzling summer sessions, which
yes,
is
our
our
break.
break for the year. So
Yeah.
we will be in the studio, but it's predominantly going to be music. We're going to bring you 4 weeks of really, really great summer tunes. So make sure that you are still listening in. We're going to have some really, really cool playlists. And if you want to recommend a song for summer, now is your time to get in. So make sure that you do.
You have
So-
3 days left. No, I'm kidding.
No.
It's all of summer. You guys can keep
It's
requesting.
all of summer. So we have 4 summer shows coming up, and then we are going to be back on the 1st of February, which of course is going to be a special, and we're going to tell you what that is during January.
Yeah, so you got to stay tuned, and it's a good one.
It is.
We have got some exciting plans for 2017. If you guys were listening at the very start of the show, Hope read our horoscope for Pisces, so it's going to be good.
There was nothing in that horoscope about how our show is going to go, though.
No, I was a little hurt by how unspecific towards radio that horoscope was.
I know, they left that
It
bit
focused
out.
on love, but my love is radio, so
So there we go.
how dare they? No. But guys, thank you so much for sticking with us throughout this year. It's been an incredible, fun year. What have we done? We turned 1. The show turned 1.
The show is now like 1.5, though.
Oh my God, it's like, if it was a baby, it would be like walking and talking.
Yeah, it's like passing its milestones.
Oh my gosh.
we
So
go.
proud. They grow up so fast, Hope. But we are excited to see you in 2017, and we hope you enjoyed this show with our special guest, Jackie. I'm going to turn your mic back on. Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
That's exactly what we want.
Did you have fun?
I had heaps of fun. Thank you for having me.
Yay. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing all about Jackie's job and her awesome tips to keep pets cool. We'll have those on our Facebook page. And like we said before, we'll link to all of Jackie's websites and social medias and everything. It'll be great. You're going to be like onslaught of followers. It's going to be great.
It is. We
Gonna
have
be famous.
Yes.
You will. We have a lot of people actually here at the studio that work with dogs and do various things with dogs. So you're going to get some new fans, I feel. Definitely.
Yeah. But otherwise, have a safe and happy New Year's Eve and ring in the new year with cheese and joy.
Yeah,
Because
ring
cheese
in,
platters.
ring in the new year on the beaches. Like, the
Yeah.
city's cool, but you're probably not going to get back till 2018. So just consider that closely if you're
Yeah.
going to go. Do you
Very
remember
true.
the year that we went? And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
actually like 3 hours to get home. It
Yeah.
was just unbelievable.
And it was just like people herded into like train stations.
Oh, I got stuck. You know when you go underneath, like when you're going to Milson's Point Station.
Should we clarify where we were? We were at Blues Point Reserve, and so we had to get back to, was it Milson's Point?
Yeah, Milson's Point.
and then catch the train to Roseville was our route home.
Yeah, and at Milson's Point, the roof is really, really low, and we stood under there for close to an hour.
Yeah.
And I had not been claustrophobic until that point.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to die.
It was a fun New Year's otherwise, though.
Oh, God.
It was fun. We
Except
were
for the
so
bit
close.
where we waited like an hour to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
It's
you just
more
gotta-
fun on the beaches. It is.
True, yeah, very true. It was good to see it live, but we have amazing fireworks in Manly at 9 o'clock, which is always good. And then there's always, and the TV coverage of the fireworks is always better because you can see everything.
It's more comfortable on your couch.
Very true.
what I
In
would
my
say.
PJs. Hells yeah.
Jackie, what are you doing for New Year? Do you know?
I have no idea. I'm actually heading off to Queensland soon.
Perfect plan.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. There you go.
Yeah.
We're also spread out. Anyway, we'll catch you next week, guys. In 20. Oh, next week is 20. Next year.
We'll see you next year.
See you
then,
next
on the
year.
show. I hate that pun. It's really fun. Anyway.
See you guys next year. Bye.